You guys ready?
Yeah.
I only do interviews if Wyatt's here. I'm not talking until Wyatt gets in.
Dave, what does this mean to be national champions again?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's like a word or a sentence to it. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I could answer that question on different days and different hours and different kind of time periods, but I don't know if I have words to describe what it means. So that's kind of be my standard answer to it. It was a blast coaching these guys throughout the course of this year. Throughout the course of, and not even looking at a college year, but looking at the last 12 months, and even beyond that, past 16, 18 months. I just feel like we've been in a really good place, and we've had challenges, but I think our guys have had and have shown great maturity and solving those things. And so, I mean, I don't know, what it means to be national championship or national champions again, but I know it's just been really fun to coach these guys, and I look forward to getting back to campus and getting the opportunity to do it again here real soon.
Cool. A lot of the guys all week have just been talking about moving forward. It's like, that was great, now we need to move on. That was great, now we need to move on. A lot of them really have that mindset. How did you embody that mindset this week? Especially you were very animated for the good ones, but then maybe if someone had a swim that they didn't, might not necessarily wanted. It seemed like you were like, all right, good, let's go to the next one.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, we've been very fortunate to have people involved with our program that are way smarter than I am, we lost an important kind of cog in our wheel this past summer in Ken Ravizza, who's worked with our team since 2014, and Ken just really ingrained in our guys and me as a coach, just sticking to the process, and I know that's such maybe a buzzword in sports or cliches in sports, whatever, but I mean, just how Ken impacted me as a coach and impacted our program and our athletes. It's just something that we just live out. It's in our ethos. So it's I don't know if that answers your question, but it certainly embodies who we are. I mean, we really try and rely on the best people in what they do to help us get better, and we're constantly trying to find who that is, and making sure that we're helping our guys get better from one day to the next. And again, I know that sounds so cliche, but sometimes that's just the way it is. I mean, it's just kind of how we go about our deal.
What was it like watching the guys tonight? I mean, you knew that if you took care of your business that this is going to happen tonight. You guys worked hard to put yourself in that position.
Right.
But them knowing as the good swims kept coming, what was it just like watching their excitement build throughout the night?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there was an excitement build. I mean, we really talked about just staying with what we've been doing. Do what we do, kind of through the night. This probably had a very similar feel to last night. I thought maybe we were just a little bit, we were kind of, we were on a scale of 1 to 10, we were an 11 on Thursday. And then, we kind of dialed it back to maybe an 8 on Friday night and then again tonight. But, again, I thought we were one louder in the mornings, and that was really good for us. So, I mean, it was... I think that work of being really good in the mornings, just set us up well to score some points at night.
In the past, Cal, maybe the mentality has been, day one good and then better and then great.
Yeah.
The emphasis is always a lot on the last day.
Yeah.
How did it feel for you as a coach to see such a phenomenal now day two?
Yeah. I mean. I just think we have more mature athletes, and sometimes it takes a little while. It takes a year, a couple of years, just to kind of move through that process. And I think we were a pretty complete team, in all the distances and all the strokes, and and all the relays were pretty solid. I mean, we weren't exceptional in one area. We were just good all the way through. And again, I mean, it's just this has just been building for us, at least by my view of it. By no means do I think that's what it is, but to me, I thought we did a really good job this summer in placing athletes on international squads, and I think that experience of moving through that process and then coming through here and being here, I just felt our guys kind of knew what to do. We had 14 guys. We had 14 guys, 14 swimmers at the meet. We had 2 divers. We had 2 guys that were part of our goon squad, and out of those 14 swimmers that we had here, 13 of those guys had scored before, or like Reese would have had times that would have scored at this meet. So for us, it was very comforting knowing that coming in, it's like, okay, we've done this, and now it's not coming to the meet or coming to a session or coming to a race and like, all right, we hope to swim fast. Like, okay, we know we're in a good spot and we feel good about that, and we tried to swim at our level throughout the course of the weekend.
Tonight, or a lot of times today with Sean after his mile, with Trenton and a couple others, I think after that, you're going up to them after the race and you're giving them like a little pep talk or congratulating them. What are you thinking when you go out there and you talk to those swimmers after these big races, and what are you telling them?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't. I think it's more of the swims that we miss on bother me more than the excitement of the swims we do great on. And so, like the swims that we missed on, Trenton in a 200 fly, and it's like this. It's hard. This is different than going through a summer in a selection meet. This is, it's a lot of racing in a very short amount of time, and a lot of our training, during the collegiate season kind of gears up for that, and so. I don't even know what your question was anymore, but like more of those conversations were just with just guys that felt like they had more in that event, and I get it. There is more there, but this is a tough meet, and it doesn't go well every year. Just because you did something one year doesn't mean you can come back and do it the next. I mean, this meet's hard, and so. Guys that were just disappointed in their performance, which is great. I mean, I got a great text from one of our former swimmers, Seth Stubblefield, this morning. He talked about this meet 5 years ago, and he's like, I can't even remember what I swam. I can't even remember on the middle day if it was a 200 free or a 100 fly, and I can't remember if I was in an A final or a B final. But what I remember 5 years later is the night that we had together, and so that is what I kept trying to remind our guys about. It's like, you're not going to remember your time or your place or even what event they swam. It's just they're going to remember doing this together as a group. Got it?